What's going on, guys? This is Makai San. So we have the character missed details for Grimmjow Jaegerjaquez on the website, but before we get into that, make sure you guys hit the like button on this video. Let's try to get 50 likes for this video, and if you are new here, we do Bleach Rebirth the Souls and other anime game-esque things, so make sure you guys are subscribed so you don't miss out. So going over on the website, we get Grimmjow's character description for figure. It says he's the 6th Espada, and his Zanpakuto is Leopard King or Pantera, and his code is for returning to the blade is cero. The form of death that governs him is destruction. He is served by Xiao Long and Ed Rad, and others who have been with him for a long time as his subordinates. Now I find it interesting that they point out these particular two characters, so this gives us more than reason that these could be playable characters in the game. Now when you think about the other three Fraction he had under him, D-Roy, Granz, and the fat guy, they didn't really have great performances in fighting. D-Roy got one-shotted by Rukia. The other guy didn't really have much of a fight like showcased to us until Renji beat him, and then the fat guy got beat once they all got their full power release and Rangiku made work of him. Point is that if they are playable, these particular two, Xiao Long and Edrad, it's because they had better performing fights that are much worthwhile. Ikkaku went Bankai on Edrad, and Xiao Long was the first Arrancar character to fight a captain level Shinigami from the Soul Society. Toshido struggled with him even at 20%. Getting into his character action features, it says he's a character who aims for a one-shot reversal with high attack performance obtained by accumulating the impulse gauge. The range of attacks is short, but it can be difficult to counter in normal conditions. But by building up its impulse gauge and entering the annihilation state, it displays explosive combat power and instantly turns the battle into an advantageous situation. In addition to increasing the impulse gauge by receiving damage, it can also be filled by using your own skills to increase it. This simply means that Grimmjow's spiritual pressure moves, such as spiritual pressure 2 move, increases the impulse gauge when made use due to him causing damage to himself. Looking at Grimmjow's stats, we see that he has a 4 in attack, 4 in speed, a 1 in range, a 4 in durability, and a 2 in skills. Looks like his main traits are his attack, speed, and his durability. That's an interesting combination of skills stats to have. Grimmjow's description over here says turn adversity into strength and seize the opportunity for victory. Aim high with your hidden feelings in your heart. The sex state is Spada. His ease of use is set at a 3, making him one of the harder characters to make use of. I wonder if we're going to see a lower, such as a 1 or a 2. Getting into his moves, his signature move, again, is Preparacion. On the website, it says Fighting Stance, a technique that takes a stance while the button is pressed and charges the impulse gauge. By filling the impulse gauge to the maximum, you will enter the annihilation state for a certain period of time. Then Ryatsu Technique 1 is cero. Take a deep step and cut the enemy. If hit hits, follow up with cero. When in the annihilation state, the effect of breaking the guard is given to the base of the scratch. Ryatsu Technique 2 or Spiritual Pressure 2 move, kill every single one of them. When activated, it will switch to the decimation state for a certain period of time. While in the decimation state, Reishi will receive damage from their own attacks, but each action will be greatly strengthened. Then the Awakening, Pantera, its performance is enhanced by releasing the sword and releasing the Resurrection. The amount of spiritual energy and damage dealt to the opponent will increase. The explosive power will be further strengthened during the annihilation and decimation states. Specific action is called Extinction. By filling up the impulse gauge to the maximum, you will enter into the annihilation state for a certain period of time. The impulse gauge accumulates when you are attacked or use your own skills. When you become into the annihilation state, its attack power increases and some actions change. Once again, these translations are rough, but as long as we have an understanding of what is being said, it's very easy to explain things. But these are the character details for Grimmjow Jaegerjaquez that we missed out. Like I said earlier, it seems to imply that some of his Fraction might be playable in the game because they purposely made mention of 2 out of 5 of the Fraction, and that was done on purpose because either they're in the game or they are also playable in the game, which then brings up the other question of, are we going to see any other Fraction being in this game? And if so, I'm looking at you, Hottie Bell. But that's going to be it for the video. I'm Makai San, what yo, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.